Just outside your home, in places most people never pay attention to, there are plants growing freely that are treated as nothing more than unwanted weeds. They are pulled out, sprayed, or ignored without a second thought. Yet many of these plants are not only edible, but also nutritionally dense, historically used as food, and capable of growing in conditions where cultivated crops struggle to survive. The strange part is that while modern systems spend time and money trying to eliminate them, these plants continue to return every season without any help at all. They do not require fertilizers, irrigation systems, or controlled environments. They simply grow wherever nature allows them to survive. This raises a deeper question about how we define value in plants. Are these really useless weeds, or have they been misunderstood for generations? To answer that, we will look at 10 common wild plants that are often removed from gardens and lawns, but may actually hold more value than many cultivated vegetables. Each one tells a different story about nutrition, survival, and the hidden food systems already existing in plain sight. Number 1. Dandelion. Dandelion is one of the most widely recognized plants in the world, yet it is also one of the most aggressively removed from lawns and gardens. Its bright yellow flowers are often seen as a sign of neglect in a perfectly maintained yard. However, beneath this reputation lies a plant with significant nutritional and ecological value. Every part of the dandelion is usable, including the leaves, flowers, and roots. The leaves contain high levels of vitamins A, C, and K, along with minerals such as calcium and iron. The root has traditionally been dried and roasted as a coffee substitute in various cultures. From a growth perspective, dandelion is extremely resilient. It can survive compacted soil, temperature changes, and repeated cutting. Its deep taproot allows it to access nutrients far below the surface, which also helps break up hard soil layers, improving soil structure over time. Despite being treated as a nuisance, it is one of the earliest spring plants to appear and one of the most consistent wild food sources available. The contrast between its nutritional value and its public perception highlights how modern landscaping standards often overlook plants that provide practical benefits beyond appearance. In many traditional systems, dandelion was not considered a weed, but a useful food and medicinal plant. Purslane is a low-growing plant that spreads close to the ground, often appearing in gardens, pathways, and disturbed soil. It is commonly removed without consideration, yet it holds a unique nutritional profile that distinguishes it from most other wild plants. One of its most notable features is its natural content of omega-3 fatty acids, which are typically associated with fish and specialized dietary supplements. This makes purslane one of the few land plants capable of providing this type of nutrition naturally. In addition to omega-3s, it contains vitamin C, magnesium, potassium, and antioxidants. The plant is highly adaptable and thrives in conditions that are often too harsh for conventional crops, including dry soil, heat, and minimal water availability. Its ability to grow without cultivation makes it a reliable source of edible greens in many environments. The texture of its leaves is slightly succulent, allowing it to retain moisture efficiently. Historically, purslane has been consumed in various regions as both a vegetable and a medicinal plant. Despite its nutritional density and resilience, it is still widely categorized as a weed in modern gardening practices. This contrast reflects a broader pattern in which plants that grow naturally without human intervention are often undervalued, even when they provide substantial dietary benefits. Number 3. Lamb's quarters. Lamb's quarters is a fast-growing wild plant that often appears in disturbed soil, gardens, and open fields. It is frequently mistaken for a common weed and removed early in its growth stage. However, this plant has a long history of human use as both food and forage. The leaves are rich in protein, calcium, iron, and vitamins A and C, making it comparable to cultivated leafy greens such as spinach. When cooked, the leaves become tender and mild in flavor, making them suitable for a wide range of dishes. In addition to its leaves, Lamb's quarters produces seeds that are similar in structure to quinoa, a well-known grain crop. This places the plant in a rare category of wild species that offer both leafy vegetables and grain-like seeds. Historically, indigenous communities across different regions used this plant as a reliable food source, especially in seasons when cultivated crops were not available. Its ability to grow in poor soil conditions and its rapid growth cycle make it highly efficient in natural environments. Despite these advantages, it is often removed from gardens due to its association with uncontrolled growth. This reflects a broader pattern where plants that grow independently of human cultivation are often undervalued, even when they provide significant nutritional returns. Number 4. Wood. Sorrel. Wood sorrel is a small, delicate plant that often grows in shaded areas such as under trees, along fences, and in quiet corners of gardens. It is frequently overlooked due to its size and subtle appearance. However, it contains a naturally sour taste caused by oxalic acid, which is similar to the tartness found in rhubarb. This sourness is often an indicator of vitamin C content, making wood sorrel a natural source of this essential nutrient. Vitamin C plays a critical role in human health, particularly in maintaining immune function and preventing deficiencies that were historically common in diets lacking fresh plant foods. Wood sorrel thrives in low-light environments where many cultivated vegetables struggle to grow, allowing it to occupy ecological spaces that would otherwise remain unproductive. Its ability to grow in shaded and disturbed soil makes it a consistent presence in many regions. Traditionally, plants with similar characteristics were used as supplemental food sources during times when fresh produce was limited. Despite this, wood sorrel is often ignored or mistaken for less useful vegetation. Its combination of accessibility, nutritional value, and adaptability highlights the overlooked role of wild plants in natural food systems. Number 5. Clover. Clover is one of the most common plants found in lawns and open fields, yet it is often treated as unwanted growth. It is typically removed in favor of uniform grass landscapes. However, clover plays an important ecological role due to its ability to fix nitrogen in the soil. This process involves capturing nitrogen from the atmosphere and converting it into a form that enriches soil fertility. As a result, clover naturally improves the quality of surrounding soil without the need for chemical fertilizers. In agricultural history, clover was intentionally planted as part of crop rotation systems to restore depleted land. Beyond its soil benefits, clover also has edible and traditional uses. The flowers can be consumed or used in herbal preparations in various cultures. It is a resilient plant that adapts easily to different environments and spreads quickly across open areas. Despite its usefulness, it is often considered a weed in modern landscaping due to aesthetic preferences rather than practical value. This shift reflects a broader change in how plant usefulness is evaluated, prioritizing appearance over ecological function. Number 6. Chickweed. Chickweed is a small, fast-growing plant that often appears in early spring, sometimes even before cultivated crops begin to grow. It forms dense mats of soft green leaves and produces small white flowers. Despite its delicate appearance, it is one of the earliest available sources of edible greens in many climates. Chickweed contains vitamins C and A, along with minerals such as calcium and iron. Its mild flavor makes it suitable for consumption as a raw green or lightly cooked vegetable. One of its most important characteristics is its timing. It grows during periods when other food sources are limited, particularly in late winter and early spring. This makes it a valuable plant in natural survival cycles. Chickweed thrives in disturbed soil and shaded areas, often appearing without intentional planting. It spreads quickly through seed production, allowing it to reestablish itself consistently each season. Although it is commonly removed as a weed, its nutritional value and seasonal availability make it an important part of wild plant ecosystems. Number 7. Plantain. Common yard plant. Plantain is one of the most widespread and least noticed plants growing in lawns, sidewalks, and compacted soil areas. It is often mistaken for an ordinary weed and removed without consideration. However, it has a long history of use in traditional herbal and dietary systems. The leaves are edible, especially when young, and can be prepared similarly to other leafy greens. Nutritionally, plantain contains vitamins A, C, and K, along with calcium and other trace minerals. Beyond its role as food, it has been historically used in natural practices for soothing irritation when applied externally, which is why it is often referred to in traditional knowledge systems as a versatile plant. One of plantain's most remarkable traits is its ability to thrive in compacted soil. Unlike many cultivated plants that require loose, nutrient-rich ground, plantain grows in heavily trafficked areas where soil is dense and degraded. Its deep, fibrous root system allows it to stabilize soil and survive repeated disturbance, including mowing and foot traffic. This resilience makes it one of the most persistent plants in urban environments. Despite these qualities, plantain is commonly removed because it does not match the visual standards of modern lawns. Its survival ability and nutritional value are often overlooked simply because it grows where people do not expect useful plants to exist. This reflects a broader pattern in which plant usefulness is often judged by appearance rather than function or ecological contribution. Number 8. Chickweed. Chicory is a tall, wild-growing plant that often appears along roadsides, fields, and disturbed soil. It is recognizable by its bright blue flowers and upright stems. While many people consider it a roadside weed, chicory has a long history of human use in both culinary and traditional systems. The leaves can be consumed when young and tender, while the roots are often roasted and used as a coffee substitute, a practice that dates back centuries in different regions. Nutritionally, chicory contains compounds that support digestive function, along with small amounts of vitamins and minerals. Its most notable characteristic, however, is its adaptability. Chicory thrives in poor soil conditions where many cultivated crops struggle to survive. It is drought-tolerant, resilient, and capable of growing in environments that are often considered unsuitable for agriculture. Historically, chicory was not viewed as a weed, but as a functional plant with multiple uses. Over time, as agricultural systems became more standardized, its role shifted from a useful plant to an unwanted roadside species. This transition reflects how changing food systems often redefine plant value based on commercial relevance rather than ecological or nutritional function. Even today, chicory continues to grow widely without human intervention, quietly maintaining its presence in landscapes where more delicate plants cannot survive. Number 9. Wild Amaranth. Wild amaranth is a fast-growing plant that appears in fields, gardens, and disturbed soil areas. It is often pulled out early because it spreads quickly and can dominate open spaces. However, amaranth is one of the most nutritionally significant wild plants available in many regions. Its leaves are rich in protein, iron, magnesium, calcium, and vitamins A and C. In addition to its leafy growth, amaranth produces seeds that have been used historically as a grain source in various cultures. These seeds are small but highly nutritious and can be collected and consumed similarly to cereals. One of the most important aspects of wild amaranth is its dual-purpose nature. It functions both as a leafy vegetable and a grain-producing plant, making it highly efficient in terms of food output. It also grows rapidly and adapts well to different soil types, including nutrient-poor environments. Historically, amaranth was cultivated intentionally in several ancient agricultural systems before being overshadowed by more commercial grain crops. Despite this, wild varieties continue to grow naturally in many parts of the world without any cultivation effort. Its ability to thrive in open environments, combined with its nutritional density, makes it one of the most overlooked wild food plants growing today. However, it is still commonly treated as an invasive weed due to its fast growth and spreading nature. Number 10. Goosegrass is a low-growing plant often found in lawns, pathways, and compacted soil. It is easily recognized by its sticky stems that tend to cling to clothing and fur, which is one of the reasons it is frequently removed and considered a nuisance plant. Despite its reputation, goosegrass has been used in traditional systems in various regions, particularly when young shoots are harvested. It contains small amounts of nutrients and has been included in herbal preparations in some cultures. While it is not as nutritionally dense as other wild edibles, its resilience is what makes it noteworthy. Goosegrass thrives in highly compacted and disturbed soil where most plants cannot survive. It spreads rapidly and adapts easily to urban environments, making it one of the most persistent lawn species. Its ability to grow in harsh conditions allows it to occupy ecological spaces that are often left empty by cultivated plants. From a practical standpoint, goosegrass demonstrates how nature consistently fills gaps in disturbed environments. Even in heavily managed landscapes, it finds a way to persist without human assistance. Although commonly viewed as unwanted growth, its survival strategy highlights an important ecological principle. Plants that appear inconvenient are often simply those best adapted to their environment.